Senator Maurice C. James. Senator James absent. Senator Franklin D. Johnson. Senator Franklin D. Johnson absent.
Not
Sorry. Not
not
voting.
voting.
Senator Carla J. Joseph. Senator Joseph, yes. Senator Milton E. Potter. Senator Potter, yes.
Change my vote to no.
Madam Chair, you have 4 yes, 2 no, 1 absent.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Bill number 35-0078, an act requiring the Commissioner of Department of Tourism to conduct a survey to assist in the establishment of an official dish and dessert of the Virgin Islands, has been voted upon favorably by this committee and will be reported out of this committee to the full body for further consideration. Colleagues, this concludes our second block of bills. Senator Johnson, you wanted mayonnaise sauce instead of boiled fish. I'll tell you. Senators, we will then proceed to block number 3. It would be block number 4, technically, yes. Who speaks on bill number 35-0029?
I do.
Senator Gittins, you may proceed with your synopsis. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Colleagues, on behalf of Senate President Novelli Francis Jr., thank you for the opportunity to speak on Bill number 35-0029, which honors and commends Donna M. Christensen, MD, for her contributions to the people of the Virgin Islands in the medical field and representation in the United States Congress. This bill will also rename the Charles Howard Memorial Complex, once demolished and rebuilt, as the Donna M. Christensen, MD, Virgin Islands Department of Health. Initially, I believe the discussion was to name it the Donna M. Christensen, MD, Virgin Islands Department of Public Health. However, the Virgin Islands Code, under Titles 3 and Title 19, the official name of the department is the Department of Health. This bill was the brainchild of our friends and partners at the Department of Health
1 minute.
and other advocates in the community. I was happy to join this initiative by sponsoring this bill. Donna Christensen is a doctor, mother, grandmother, public health, and political leader and mentor. She has a legacy of firsts as the first female physician in Congress, the first woman to represent an offshore territory in Congress, and the first woman delegate from the United States Virgin Islands. For many, their first introduction to Donna was that she's your doctor. She operated a family practice office from 1975 to 1996, while also serving in the Virgin Islands Department of Health in the emergency room and in maternal and child health. Throughout her medical and political career, she was acutely aware of the challenges experienced by our community in accessing quality health care, and this informed her advocacy in Congress. Recent cut it short, hospital once built will be a beautiful piece to the Christensen corridor. Bill number 35-0029 proposes that the newly rebuilt complex be named in her honor in recognition of her contributions to the people of the territory in the medical field and in the halls of Congress. I ask for your support as we move this measure forward.
Thank you very much, Senator Gittins. Who speaks to bill number 35-0033? Senator Volquez, you're recognized for your introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I rise in support of Bill number 35-0033, an act honoring and commending Mr. Ben Buren Benny Stevens posthumously for his heroism in saving the lives of a mother and her children, and to rename the Bovoni Road route number 30, specifically from the entrance of the abattoir to the entrance of BC Bertha C. Bushelty Middle School, the Ben Buren Benny Stevens Drive. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Volquez. Who speaks on bill number 35-0035?
I do.
You may proceed, Senator Johnson.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Bill number 35-0035 is a very straightforward bill. And I met with the veterans them some time back and discussed this matter. Veteran Affairs automatically went and put the disabled handicap in the plates for the disabled veterans. It was not did in the proper manner by law. They stopped them from putting that disabled emblem in the plates. Had this long meeting with some veterans up in Legion Hall in Christiansted. They explained it to me. I reached out to the Veteran Affairs and he told me that's exactly what happened. They just went and do it without any law, without any legislation, and they would like to have it back. In discussion with DMV director, she indicated the same thing. So basically, it's a very straightforward bill. All we're really doing is making sure that our veterans who served and was disabled and got disabled can put that on their plate and be proud to say that they served this territory, they served the nation, and at some point they got disabled in their time of service to be flashed on their license plate. And basically that's what this measure do. And once passed, and I'm asking for your support in passing this measure to make sure that our veterans who did serve can be proud of their service, also proud of what they did to keep this great country alive. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
You're welcome, Senator Johnson. Who speaks on bill number 35-0041? Senator Gittins? You may proceed.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam Chair and colleagues. I offer Bill 35-0041 to the Committee on Rules and Judiciary today. This awards the Virgin Islands Medal of Honor to the late Edgar Milton Isles for his extensive community service and his many contributions to the development of our territory. The Virgin Islands Medal of Honor for public service is to be awarded to a person that has rendered outstanding service to the people of the Virgin Islands under Title I, Section 103 of the Virgin Islands Code. If you heard yesterday's testifiers, you would better understand the significant positive impact that Senator Isles had on the Virgin Islands and particularly on the island of St. Croix, and know that he is most deserving of this honor. In addition to serving in the 14th, 15th, 17th, and 18th legislature of the Virgin Islands, Senator Isles was a veteran and had extensive involvement in numerous youth and community organizations, to include being president of the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee for many years. Senator Isles served our community well throughout his entire life, and he is most deserving of the Virgin Islands Medal of Honor and to be formally recognized for all he contributed. So I ask for your support here today as we bestow the Virgin Islands Medal of Honor on his family. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Gittins. Who speaks on bill number 35-0100? Senator Carrion, you may proceed. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Bill 30. I rise to present Bill 35-0100, a resolution honoring and commending Music in Motion School of Higher Education and its founder, Charlita Schuster, on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of the establishment of the Music in Motion Dance Academy. The Music in Motion Dance Academy was established in 1983 on the island of St. Croix in the Virgin Islands. Its founder, Charlita Schuster, at the age of 25 years old, made the bold decision to come back from New York to St. Croix to officially open her dance school with a total of 5 students. Later, she renamed the school Music in Motion School of Higher Dance Education for the reason was she wanted to educate the community that dance is an educational development, not just something for fun. Music in Motion School of Higher Education was designed to train students in various styles, including classic ballet, modern dance, tap, quadrille, African and Latin dance. Also orchestrated various yearly performance and shows and showcases the skills of students they taught during the year. She has trained some of the best classic ballet dancers, performers, and stage and movie entertainers, along with skilled gymnasium and in other areas. Her students have traveled to Denmark, Antigua, St. Martin, St. Kitts, and other Caribbean islands to perform. Numerous of her students have gone on to prestigious institutions and won numerous international titles and awards in the territory. She has really transformed the lives of many, many, many people in the Virgin Islands through the arts and dance. So I ask my colleagues to vote fervently today in support of this measure. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Carrion. Who speaks on Bill number 35-0101?
I do.
Senator Franklin D. Johnson, you may proceed.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I was just getting choked there for a minute. Bill number 35-0101, a resolution honoring and commending Dr. Olaf Bronco Hendricks for his tireless years of remarkable and invaluable contribution to the people of the Virgin Islands in the field of psychiatry, his advocacy for social injustice for individuals with behavioral health and substance abuse, and for his music. Immediately after completing his residency in 1974, Dr. Hendricks returned to the Virgin Islands and provided psychiatric service for the Division of Mental Health at the Charles Howard Memorial Hospital, the Richmond Penitentiary, and his Hope Detention Facility, now Golden Grove Correctional Facility, and the Governor Wang Louis Hospital. He also provided psychiatric service to almost all public and private schools on St. Croix and many churches. Whereas Dr. Hendricks served as medical director and territorial psychiatrist at the Bureau of Correction beginning in 1974 and the director of mental health, alcoholic and drug dependency service for several years. He served as the only psychiatrist at the St. Croix Hospital, now the Governor Wang Louis Hospital and Medical Center, from 1983 to 1996. He served as chief medical officer from 2007 to 2009 and remained a staff psychiatrist at the hospital until 2011. Dr. Hendricks have paid his due to this community even up to today. If you meet Dr. Hendricks, he will definitely ask you, how are you doing? This is an honor that gave me so much privilege and honor to just be a part of making sure that this great gentleman gets his due whilst he's standing on the face of this earth. I ask for your support in this measure and to vote in the affirmative at the appropriate time. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Colleagues, we will proceed with a 3-minute round. If you have anything that you wanted to put on record, this is your time for this block of bills that we have before us. So, Senator Bolkis, you may proceed. 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I rise in support of all of the measures before us. But specifically, I'd like to start by supporting or showing the importance of instituting a national dish on dessert which can serve several purposes and bring various benefits, such as cultural identity, tourism and promotion, cultural heritage preservation, economic opportunities, international recognition, and culinary education and awareness. Let us embrace the power of a national dish and dessert. By establishing this culinary symbol, we can celebrate all of the above, and it would invoke another opportunity for the Department of Tourism to market our territory. Concerning a Virgin Islands Governor's Day, honoring public service is something that we should do, just like any other honoree on this block. Civic education. I apologize.
Just, Senator, you may proceed.
I apologize. I support all of the measures in this block, from Donna Christensen, who has been a very important and significant contributor to our medical field here in the Virgin Islands. She has dedicated her time and expertise and efforts in improving healthcare services and outcomes of the Virgin Islands. Recognizing her for her efforts is definitely commendable. From Mr. Ben Buren Benny Stevens, his posthumously for his efforts in saving those children, and also to support the definition and expansion of our disabled veterans. In addition to the resolution honoring and commending Dr. Olaf Branko Hendricks for his tireless years of remarkable and invaluable contributions. And also, of course, honoring Ms. Charlita Schuster, Music in Motion Dance Academy has been a significant contributor to the cultural enrichment of the community for decades. By honoring her and commending her for her work, this resolution recognizes her dedication to promoting the art of dance and providing opportunities and artistic expression and cultural exploration. Madam Chair, thank you for the time.
Thank you, Senator Bulkheads. Senator Franklin D. Johnson, you may proceed with 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I had the honor yesterday of looking at 4 of these measures, and all 4 of them was touched in Bill number 350029, honor and commending Donna Marie Christensen. Bill number 350035. No, Bill number 350041, honoring Mr. Isles posthumously, and a gentleman who definitely deserved that honor. Bill number 350100, resolution honoring Music in Motion, a group that been in existence and still is supporting young men and women in just their positive outlook in this community. And Bill number 350101, honor and commending Dr. Olaf Branko Hendricks. Yesterday was a very emotional day with all 4 of these resolutions. And I definitely, thank all the sponsors that brought these measures to the floor, because we need to make sure that we recognize our people when they do just right to us. And Bill number 35, that's 003, an act honoring and commending Mr. Benny Stevenson's, definitely will support that measure too. And as I say, all of these measures are well deserving, and at the appropriate time, I will be voting in the affirmative for all of these measures. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. You can use the rest of my time for Madam Secretary, who always need time.
Thank you, Senator Johnson. Senator Carla Joseph, you may proceed with 3 minutes.
Thank you kindly, Madam Chair. I use my time wisely. Now, I would like to really commend all of the bill sponsors in this block. I had the opportunity to sit as the chairperson of the committee, which 5 out of 6 of these bills were properly introduced and vetted. We had a number of testifiers that came through to discuss these resolutions, and I believe 4 of them were on the agenda yesterday. But specifically, I want to begin and really commend the bill sponsors for the bill number 35, that's 0100, Senator Carrion, because it showed an element of education, especially when Ms. Schuster spoke about her own personal testimony of not doing well in school, and she was able to overcome her ability with reading and comprehension through dance, and what her parents did to really help her overcome that challenge, and it helped improve her academic achievements. I also want to mention Benny Stevens. He is also commended. I had the occasion to have a really robust discussion here with members of his family and other individuals. And of course, he's from the Bavoni area, so I got to be there to support. I also supported Mr. Edgar Isles. That's bill number 35-0041. And I knew this gentleman, this tall giant of a man, and I stand in support. I've even signed on to co-sponsor, as well as Mr. Dr. Olaf Branko Hendricks. I know of his work, also both of those 2 gentlemen are avid horsemen and an avid horse racing enthusiast, and so I stand in support. Finally, and last but not definitely least, is the Honorable Donna Marie Christensen, MD. I stand in support of this bill. In fact, I will be enhancing it with an amendment to convey the Medal of Honor, the Virgin Islands Medal of Honor, on her at the appropriate time. I really appreciate all that all of these individuals have done to improve on and enhance our community over the year. Thank you kindly, Madam Chair, for the time, and I used some of Senator Johnson's time. Thank you kindly.
Thank you, Senator Joseph. Senator Milton Potter, you may proceed. 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. I rise in support of all of the items here in block number 4, final block of the day. Yesterday, as my colleagues before me mentioned, we had the honor of hearing the resolutions for Donna Marie Christensen, MD, as well as Dr. Olaf Branko Hendricks, as well as, I think there's at least one more, Music in Motion, and Charlita Schuster. I think it was a very moving and warm day, an opportunity for Virgin Islanders to highlight their own. Like I always say, progressive societies honor and commend and support their own for demonstrating excellence in their various fields of expertise. And for sure, the individuals in this category all meet the bill. Donna Christensen has served as our delegate to Congress, well-known, well-respected on the Hill, well-respected physician, community activist, without question, the Medal of Honor, and highlighting her achievements. It is certainly well-deserved. Mr. Ben Buren Stevens, his family was here several months ago, and we also had a real great opportunity to reflect back on his heroism in saving the lives of a mother and their family. When we see fire, we look in the opposite direction, and this gentleman ran towards this danger and was able to save the lives of these individuals. And for that, he is well deserving
1 minute.
our recognition and honor. We also recognize, I forgot, Senator Edgar Milton Isles, my namesake. He will receive the Medal of Honor posthumously for his service to the people of the Virgin Islands, having served successive terms as a elected senator, I think president of Rotary, head of the Olympic Committee. When you talk about public service, you talk about Senator Edgar Isles. So his achievements were certainly very noteworthy. And at the appropriate time, Madam Chair, I will vote affirmatively for all of the items in this block. I think I forgot the bill number 35-0035, the Disabled Veterans
Time.
Amendment. I am also very supportive of that. These veterans have earned the right to be recognized for being disabled in service of our freedoms. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Potter. Now I'll proceed with Senator Kenneth Gittins on St. Croix. You may proceed, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good afternoon to all. Yesterday's hearing again was one that I will describe as noteworthy and outstanding. Hats off to all the bill sponsors and the committee chair who held a good hearing. The information and all the honorees from beginning to end were enlightening, educational, and jovial. From Dr. Christensen to Mr. Stevens to Senator Isles, former Senator Isles, and Dr. Hendricks. The only thing I didn't get to ask Dr. Hendricks, with all the jokes he was given yesterday, was where did they get the name Olaf from? Because I don't think that I've heard anyone else with that name, and it just came out to me as I heard the previous speaker bragging again that his name is also Milton. However, colleagues, I want to note as I intend to vote in the affirmative on all these measures, that as I seek to move bill number 35-0029, which is the resolution to honor and commend Dr. Dana M. Christensen, that I'll make a technical amendment to remove the word public from section 3 and section 4, and it would automatically erase it in the bill summary as well. But again, just
1
to
minute.
remind you, it states that the demolished building shall be renamed the Dana M. Christensen, MD, Virgin Islands Department of Public Health. But the correct name is the Virgin Islands Department of Health. So we will be striking just the word public. Thank you, and I look forward to supporting all these measures before us. Thank you, Madam Chair. Congratulations again to all.
Thank you, Senator Gittins. I will now recognize non-committee member Senator Ray Fonseca. You may proceed with 3 minutes.
Yes, blessings and thank you. And I am so privileged, Madam Chair, that I have this opportunity. I'm humbled and extremely honored to ask my colleagues to support Bill number 35-0033. You know, Mr. Ben Bon Stevens was born in the British Virgin Islands, but he made the U.S. Virgin Islands his home. He resided in the Savannah community, And I'm a born Savanero, and so yes, I claim Mr. Stevens as a Savanero like myself, and his children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, we're all Savaneros. You know, Madam Chair, I have a letter here. It's dated February 12th, 1987. It's from the White House, Washington, D.C., and it's signed by President Ronald Reagan. And the letter says, "Dear Mr. Stevens, word has reached the White House of your heroism in rescuing Janice Daniel and her 5 children from their burning house. Your deed demonstrated the finest qualities a human being can possess: selfishness and a willingness to assume risk for the sake of others. By reaching out to help your fellow man in time of need, you have proved that a caring and concerned individual can truly make all the difference. Your example reflects great credit on your family and your community, and I am pleased to tell you of my pride in you as well. Nancy Reagan joins me in sending you our best wishes for every future endeavor. God bless you, Mr. Stevens. Sincerely, Ronald Reagan, President of the United States." And I would ask my colleagues to please support this bill, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Senator Fonseca. Colleagues, now I would, take my 3 minutes. I support these measures in this block, and I commend all the bill sponsors on the legislation that we have before us today. Oh, Senator Carrion. Oh, forgive me. You may proceed with 3 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. And I'm not a committee member, but I wanted to be here also. I have one of the bills, the resolutions that are before us. I also rise in support of all the measures in this block. Bill number 35-0029, honoring and commending Donna Marie Christensen, MD, for her tireless contributions to the people of Virgin Islands in the medical field, but also as our representative in Congress. Very well deserved. We had the opportunity to hear testimonies yesterday on her behalf, as well as hear testimony yesterday on behalf of former Senator Edgard Isles, a gentle giant, a statesman who served the people of St. Croix and the Virgin Islands for many years. I think he was 4-time senator in the Virgin Islands, so it's well deserved in his honor. Also, Charlita Schuster, who I happen to be the sponsor of this resolution, honoring, commending Music and Motion School of Higher Dance Education and its founder, Charlita Schuster, on the occasion of celebrating 40th anniversary of the establishment of the school Music and Motion Dance Academy. And to celebrate 40 years of anything these days, it's an accomplishment. She's been giving back to the community, serving and touching the lives of so many young people. We heard yesterday testimonies of individuals that she impacted in a positive way, and they testify that their life today is what it is because of her, and because of the time that she took, because of the influence she was in their lives, and the encouragement that she was for them. So we thank Shalita for her service to our community, and we recognize her also, and ask my colleagues to support in voting favorably for Bill 35-0100, but also Bill 35-0101, commending and honoring Dr. Olaf Hendricks, known as Bronco, who has also, for many years, served our community and contributed to the people of Virgin Islands in the field of psychiatry. And not only that, was an advocate when it came to social justice for individuals with behavioral health and substance abuse issues. And at times, he was the only one in the territory serving in JFL, Juan F. Lewis Hospital, and the Department of Health in this area. So we thank him for his time of service and his contributions, not only in the field of medicine, but also in the field of our cultural and heritage. So I will be voting favorably on these measures in session since I'm not a committee member here. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Carrion. At this time, I will ask for my 2 minutes. I am in support of Bill number 35-0029. I had the opportunity of attending the government operations meeting, which I'm not a committee member of, but I thought it was necessary to just say that Donna Christensen, who has been in the field of medicine, she's been my family practitioner back in the day. I know her affiliated through the political arena, and she's made her mark in this territory. So I am in support of that bill. Bill number 35-0033, an act commending Mr. Ben Buren, Benny Stevens, who I don't know, but based on my colleagues talking about his heroism, I am in support of that. Bill 5-0035, I am a big advocate for people who are disabled, especially our disabled veterans. I find in the territory when we have these designated parking spaces for individuals with disabilities, we have too many people disrespecting that need of not parking in these particular areas. So I am in full support of this piece of legislation. Bill number 35-0041, honoring former Senator Edgar Milton Isles. I had the opportunity to hear the testimony from his 3 children who I know, and they sat yesterday proudly to talk about their father and his good deeds in this community. I described him as a gentle giant. Bill number 35-0100. I just want to say thank you to Charlita Schuster, Music in Motion, because you've shown your dedication to your children for them to express themselves through dance. I thank you. Bill number 35-010. Resolution for Dr. Olaf Branko Hendricks. He's an awesome man, and despite of your disabilities of polio, you've overcome many hurdles in your life, and I commend you. I honor you. I think you rock in my book, Dr. Hendricks. And I just want to say that yes, we do have a lot of resolutions, but we have individuals in our community that have done exceptionally well, and we do have to recognize them. So this concludes our questions, answers, comments in block number 4. Senator Joseph, are you ready to proceed with your amendment? Amendment, do I hear amendment? Senator Joseph, you may proceed.
Yes, thank you so kindly, Madam Chair. Madam Chair and colleagues, I make a motion to move amendment number 35-350, and the amendment is offered to bill number 35-0029 by myself, and it reads, Bill number 35-0029 is amended as follows. A, Section 2 is redesignated as Section 5 and is amended by inserting "and the Virgin Islands Medal of Honor" after AC. B, Section 3 and 4 are redesignated as Sections 2 and 3, respectively. C, Section 5 is redesignated as Section 6. And D, a new Section 4 is inserted that reads as follows. Section 4. Pursuant to Title I, Virgin Islands Code, Chapter 7, Section 103, the 35th Legislature of the Virgin Islands, on behalf of the people of the Virgin Islands, honor Donna M. Christensen, MD, by awarding her the Virgin Islands Medal of Honor in recognition of her outstanding public service to the people of the Virgin Islands. I so move.
Properly moved and seconded. Properly moved by Senator Joseph and seconded by Senator Bolkes. Hearing no objection to this amendment, it is so ordered. Roll call and motion for the amendment on bill number 35-0029.
Motion.
Motion, Senator Gittins.
Madam Chair and colleagues, I move that bill number 35-0029, an act honoring and commending Donna Marie Christensen, MD, for her tireless contributions to the people of the Virgin Islands in the medical field and representation in the United States Congress, as amended, be voted upon favorably in this committee with the technical amendments of removing those words, the word public in the current section 3 and section 4 of the bill, be voted upon favorably here in the Rules and Judiciary Committee and be forwarded to the full body for further and final consideration. I so move.
Properly moved by Senator Gittins and seconded by Senator Carla Joseph and Senator Potter. Hearing no objections to... Sorry, the roll call on the amendment, technical amendment.
No, roll call on the bill.
Roll call
As
on the
amended.
bill as amended.
Yes.
Senator Angel L. Bolkes Jr. Senator Bolkes Jr., yes. Senator Diane T. Capehart.
Yes.
Senator Capehart, yes. Senator Kenneth L. Gittins.
Yes.
Senator Gittins, yes. Senator Maurice C. James. Senator James absent. Senator Franklin D. Johnson. Senator Johnson, yes. Senator Carla J. Joseph. Yes. Senator Joseph, yes. Senator Milton E. Potter. Yes. Senator Potter, yes. Madam Chair, you have 6 yes, 1 absent.
The amendment has been voted upon favorably. The bill has been voted upon favorably and sent to the... Yes, hold on, I'm looking for it.
Full body.
As amended, Bill number 35-0029, an act honoring and commending Donna Marie Christensen, MD, for her tireless contributions to the people of the Virgin Islands, medical field and representation in the United States Congress, sponsored by Senator, no, I don't need to say that, has been voted upon favorably and forwarded to the full body for full consideration. Motion, Senator Bolkes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I move that bill number 35-0033, an act honoring and commending Mr. Ben Buren Benny Stevens posthumously for his heroism in saving the lives of a mother and her children, and to rename the Bovoni Road, route number 30, specifically from the entrance of the abattoir to the entrance of the Bertha C. Bushelta Middle School, the Ben Buren Benny Stevens Drive, be favorably voted upon in this committee and reported out to the full body for further action and consideration. I so move.
Properly moved by Senator Bolkes and seconded by Senator Johnson, Potter, and Joseph. Roll call on the motion.
Senator Angel L. Bolkes Jr. Senator Bolkes Jr., yes. Senator Diane T. Capehart.
Yes.
Senator Capehart, yes. Senator Kenneth L. Gittins.
Yes.
Senator Gittins, yes. Senator Maurice C. James. Senator James absent. Senator Franklin D. Johnson. Senator Johnson, yes. Senator Carla J. Joseph. Senator Joseph, yes. Senator Milton E. Potter.
Yes.
Senator Potter, yes. Madam Chair, you have 6 yeas, 1 absent.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Bill number 35-0033, an act honoring and commending Mr. Ben Buren Benny Stevens posthumously for his heroism in saving lives of a mother and her children, and to rename the Bovoni Road Route number 30, specifically for the entrance of the abattoir to the entrance of the Bertha C. Bushelta Middle School. The Ben Buren Benny Stevens Drive has been voted upon favorably by this committee and would be reported out of the full body for further consideration. Do I hear a motion? Motion, Senator Johnson.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
1, 2. Thank you very much. Madam Chair, I move that Bill number 35-0035, an act amending Title 20, Virgin Islands Code Part 2, Chapter 39, Section 436B, expanding the definition of disabled veteran for the purpose of eligibility for a handicapped window decal, be voted on favorably in the Committee on Rules and Judiciary and be forwarded to the full body for further consideration. I so move.
Bill number 35-0035, properly moved by Senator Johnson and seconded by Senator Bolkes. Pata. Did you second this? So properly moved by Senator Johnson and seconded by Senator Bolkes. On Potter, roll call on the motion.
Senator Angel L. Bolkes Jr. Senator Bolkes Jr., yay. Senator Diane T. Capehart.
Yes.
Senator Capehart, yes. Senator Kenneth L. Gittins.
Yes.
Senator Gittins, yes. Senator Maurice C. James. Senator James absent. Senator Franklin D. Johnson.
Yay.
Senator Johnson, yes. Senator Carla J. Joseph. Senator Joseph, yes. Senator Milton E. Potter.
Yes.
Senator Potter, yes. Madam Chair, you have 6 yeas, 1 absent.
Thank you. Bill number 35-0035, an act amending Title 20, Virgin Islands Code, Part 2, Chapter 39, Section 436B, expanding the definition of disabled veteran for the purposes of eligibility for a handicap window decal, has been voted upon favorably by this committee and will be reported out to the full body for further consideration. Do I hear a motion? Bill number 30, Senator Gittins, please
Motion.
recognize Senator
Thank you.
Gittins.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that Bill number 35-0041, an act awarding the Virgin Islands Medal of Honor posthumously to former Senator Edgar Milton Isles for his commendable public service and contributions to the people of the Virgin Islands be voted upon favorably here in the Rules and Judiciary Committee and be forwarded to the full body for final consideration. I so move.
Bill number 35-0041, properly moved by Senator Gittins and seconded by Senator Joseph, Potter, and Johnson. Roll call on the motion.
Senator Angel L. Bolquez Jr. Senator Bolquez Jr., yay. Senator Diane T. Capehart.
Yes.
Senator Capehart, yes. Senator Kenneth L. Gittins.
Yes.
Senator Gittins, yes. Senator Maurice C. James. Senator James absent. Senator Franklin D. Johnson. Yay. Senator Johnson, yay. Senator Carla J. Joseph. Senator Joseph, yes. Senator Milton E. Potter. Yes. Senator Potter, yes. Madam Chair, you have 6 yeas, 1 absent.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Bill number 35-0041, an act awarding the Virgin Islands Medal of Honor posthumously to former Senator Edgar Milton Isles for his commendable public service and contributions to the people of the Virgin Islands has been voted upon favorably by this committee and will be reported out to the full body for further consideration. Motion, Senator Joseph.
Thank you kindly, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I move that Bill number 35-0100, a resolution honoring and commending Music in Motion School of Higher Dance Education and its founder, Carlita Schuster, on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of the establishment of the Music in Motion Dance Academy, be favorably voted upon in this committee and reported out to the full body for further consideration and action. I so move.
Properly moved by Senator Joseph and seconded by Senator Potter and Senator Johnson. Bolquez. Roll call on the motion.
Senator Angel L. Bolquez Jr. Senator Bolquez Jr., yay. Senator Diane T. Capehart.
Yes.
Senator Capehart, yes. Senator Kenneth L. Gittins.
Yes.
Senator Gittins, yes. Senator Maurice C. James. Senator James absent. Senator Franklin D. Johnson. Yay. Senator Johnson, yay. Senator Carla J. Joseph. Senator Joseph, yes. Senator Milton E. Potter. Yes. Senator Potter, yes. Madam Chair, you have 6 yeas, 1 absent.
Thank you. Bill number 35-0100, a resolution honoring and commending Music in Motion School of Higher Dance Education and its founder, Charlita Schuster, on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of the establishment of the Music in Motion Dance Academy has been voted upon favorably by this committee and will be reported out to the full body for further consideration. Motion. Motion, Senator Johnson.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I move that Bill number 35-0101, a resolution honoring and commending Dr. Olaf Brunko Hendricks for his tireless years of remarkable and invaluable contribution to the people of the Virgin Islands in the field of psychiatry, his advocacy for social justice and individuals with behavioral health and substance use issues, and for his music be voted on favorably in the Committee on Rules and Judiciary and be forward to the full body for further consideration. I so move.
Second.
Bill number 35-0101, properly moved by Senator Johnson and seconded by Senator Gittins. Senator Potter, Johnson, and Senator Bolkes. Roll call on the motion.
Senator Angel L. Bolkes Jr. Senator Bolkes Jr., yay. Senator Diane T. Capehart.
Yes.
Senator Capehart, yay. Senator Kenneth L. Gittins.
Yes.
Senator Gittins, yay. Senator Marie C. James. Senator James absent. Senator Franklin D. Johnson.
Yay.
Senator Johnson, yay. Senator Carla J. Joseph. Yes. Senator Joseph, yes. Senator Milton E. Potter.
Yes.
Senator Potter, yes. Madam Chair, you have 6 yeas, 1 absent.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Bill number 35-0101, a resolution honoring and commending Dr. Olaf Bronco Hendricks for his tireless years of remarkable and invaluable contributions to the people of the Virgin Islands in the field of psychiatry, his advocacy for social justice for individuals with behavioral health and substance use issues, and for his music has been voted upon favorably by this committee and would be reported out to the full body for further consideration. Point of personal privilege, Senator Bolkes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair and colleagues, I want to express my appreciation for your unwavering support in advancing the bills through this committee. Your dedication and commitment to the legislative process is truly commendable, and I'm grateful for the progress that we've made here together. I look forward to continuing the collaborative effort as the bills progress to the next subsequent stage. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Bolkes. You're very welcome. Colleagues, this concludes our long day in Rules and Judiciary. Just want to even apologize for not starting on time due to cancellation of a flight this morning, and that's why we started our committee meeting late. I just want to say thank you to the nominee who is now heading to the full body for full consideration, Ms. Alejandro for property and procurement. I want to thank the testifier, my colleagues. There were no testifiers today. I want to thank central staff. Want to say thank you for even the listening and viewing audience today. My colleagues, non-committee members, thank you. Thank you. Today, we are finished at 3:05. With that being said, the Committee on Rules and Judiciary is here now adjourned.